welcome to the show. I am your host, Tracy Timm, and you are watching the Nth Degree TV, the place to be to take your career from stuck to unstoppable. So excited to have you here this week. This week on the blog, I told you a couple of stories that shaped my personal view of success. I wrestle with this idea just as much as my clients do. What makes someone a success? What are the factors that contribute to it? And at what point can you actually call yourself successful? So, this week, I'm dedicating this video to explaining my foolproof method for career success. Are you ready to be successful? I hope so, because we're going to dive right in. First, let's get one thing out of the way. The word success is nothing more than a nonsense word. I learned this from one of my favorite lifestyle engineers, Tim Ferriss. If you don't know Tim, you probably should. Tim Ferriss is probably best known as the author of The 4-Hour Workweek and has since gone on to increasing amounts of fame and influence. A few years ago, Tim wrote a blog post that really shifted my thinking about the way that we view certain widely understood and accepted principles that we throw around casually all the time and use to judge our own lives and the lives of other people. He highlighted a list of several words or concepts and suggested that many, if not all of them, were completely meaningless without context. For example, healthy, beautiful, good, bad, and my personal favorite, success. I realized that without context, and more importantly, a definition, these words really don't mean anything by themselves. So when it comes to success and whether or not I could call myself a successful person, which I wanted to, and I'm sure you want to also, I had to go back to the drawing board. After a bit of soul-searching and some serendipitous conversations, I decided to start defining success for myself at the outset of any project or goal. First, I'm going to tell you why this is so important for you, and then I'm going to share the questions that you need to ask yourself to start defining success in your own way. The number one reason this is so important is that without a strong personal definition of success, you will almost always succumb to the ultimate killer of joy and progress, comparison. It's human nature to compare our state or stature in life to that of others. We do this to see if we're on the right track or if we should think about making some changes. But, as Theodore Roosevelt himself said, comparison is the thief of joy. You very well may be successful in your own right and even meet the goal or the accomplishment that you set out to, but the minute that you look at someone else and see them a little bit ahead or doing something that looks shiny and tempting, it's all too easy to lose sight of your original intent. If, at the outset of anything you want to accomplish, you set clear definitions of what success looks like for you and you alone, then it doesn't matter what other people do around you. In fact, if you're happy and confident in your own definition of success, then you can even be happy for those other individuals instead of secretly being jealous of their accomplishments. The process for setting your own definition of success is very simple. You just need to ask yourself the following questions in this order. First, ask yourself, why am I doing this in the first place? The answer to this question will illuminate the intent behind this action, which will often translate into your definition of success. For instance, if you've decided to start a blog, ask yourself why. Maybe your answer is to practice your writing skills, or cultivate an online resume, or build your own online business. Regardless, that answer directly points to the beginning of your success definition. If your goal is to hone and increase your writing skills, then you don't need to worry about 9 months from now when you don't have thousands of followers or you're not making money from your blog. That wasn't your original intent, so you don't have to use that outcome as a yardstick with which you can measure your own personal success. Second, ask yourself, what am I trying to accomplish? This question is a slight variation of the first, but it helps hone in on your unique definition even more. Once we have the why behind the action, now we have to dig even deeper into the hoped-for future state that you're trying to create. Your ultimate goal, or what you're hoping to accomplish, will help you set a bar for success that you will be able to hold on to even when others around you are achieving similar or seemingly better results than you are. When I started my business, I had to set clear goals for the lifestyle I was trying to accomplish so that I didn't get distracted by the success of all of those people around me. This too can work for you. Third and finally, ask yourself this: What outcome would make me feel successful? I know, this is pretty simplistic, but how often have you stopped and asked yourself whether you're chasing something because it's what someone else said successful people do, or have, or want, as opposed to what you want to do, right? Perhaps what would make you feel personally successful is totally different than what would make someone else feel successful. And part of defining success for yourself is owning that fact and being okay with those differences. Know deep down that you can always change your mind down the line. And once you accomplish something, it's highly likely you're going to want to set new and higher goals for yourself. That's fine. But don't let that be an excuse for not creating your own personal definition of success in the first place. And there you have it, my foolproof method for success and defining success on your own terms, both in your career and in your life. So now I want to hear from you. How do you define success? Or do you have any other tactics that help keep you from constantly comparing yourself and your accomplishments to other people? Please leave a comment below with your response. I cannot wait to hear your unique opinions on this really important question. You can also get the discussion going on our sweet little space on the World Wide Web, tracytimm.com, so get on over there and leave a comment to get those creative juices flowing. While you're there, make sure you hop on our email list where you can receive our free guide that is all about quitting and knowing when it's time to quit a job that you hate. There you'll find the 8 essential questions to ask yourself to find out if it's time to take the leap and start doing something that you really, really would love to do. Did you like this video? I certainly hope so, because I loved creating it for you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some of our other videos that you might find helpful. And that's a wrap for today. Remember, now is your time. And with a little bit of work and a little bit of help, I promise that we can take your career from stuck to unstoppable. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of the Nth Degree TV. Or cultivate an online resume. Get that resume ready. Oh my God.